If you don't control your mind, the world will do it for you. That's not just a quote, it's your reality. You've read the books, set the goals, watched the motivation, but deep down, you still feel stuck. Why? Because motivation fades. What you need are rules. Ancient, brutal, time-tested Stoic rules, the kind that cut through the noise and force you to level up. This video isn't soft, it won't coddle you, it's here to challenge you. So, if you're ready to stop living at the mercy of your emotions, watch till the end. Your mind depends on it. Rule number 1. Stop negotiating with weakness. Every time you hit snooze, every time you say just this once, every time you postpone the uncomfortable, you're not just delaying growth, you're making a deal with weakness. And the more deals you make, the more your potential fades into the background. Weakness doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers. It hides behind self-care excuses and tiny compromises. I deserve a break. I've earned this. Or, tomorrow is a better day to start. But each of these whispers is a slow erosion of who you're meant to become. The Stoics, especially Marcus Aurelius, didn't wait for perfect conditions. They acted with intention, regardless of emotion. Build your life action by action, he said. That's not poetic, it's practical. You don't become disciplined overnight. You become disciplined every morning you get up and act in spite of how you feel. Your future self isn't built by feelings, it's built by action. Real power doesn't negotiate, it decides. So when the alarm rings, when fear speaks, when laziness calls, don't argue. Dominate, move, choose strength. Every action is a vote. Vote for the future you. Rule number 2, control your reactions or be controlled by them. Imagine this. 2 people hear the same insult. One shrugs and keeps walking. The other seethes for days. What made the difference? Not the insult itself, but the response. Epictetus taught, it's not things that disturb us, but our opinion about them. That means it's not the event, it's the interpretation that steals your peace. Most people are slaves to their emotions. A bad driver ruins their morning. A rude comment derails their entire day. But Stoicism says, regain your throne. Become master, not servant. Reacting is easy. Anyone can snap, panic, lash out. But responding, that takes power. That takes presence. Train yourself. When anger rises, pause. When anxiety stirs, breathe. When offense strikes, reflect. Don't react, respond. Every moment you choose clarity over chaos, you reclaim power. You create space between stimulus and action, and in that space lies your freedom. The person who controls their reactions doesn't just survive life, they command it. Rule number 3, do the hard things especially when you don't feel like it. Everyone wants transformation, but no one wants the discomfort that comes with it. People talk about goals, but hesitate to endure the grind. That's where greatness dies, between desire and discipline. The Stoics believed strength is built in opposition. Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. It's not enough to want change, you must embrace looking odd, tired, even obsessed in the eyes of others. Your future doesn't care how you feel, it only responds to action. Motivation is unreliable, it's fleeting, but discipline is eternal. It shows up when emotions don't. Do the reps when you're tired. Speak up when it's awkward. Show up when it's cold, dark, inconvenient. The very resistance you dread is the weight that builds your internal muscle. Every time you choose discomfort, you harden your mind. You forge a new identity, one that doesn't crumble under pressure. Discomfort is the forge. Discipline is the hammer. You are the blade. Rule number 4. Cut the noise and master your focus. In today's world, attention isn't just valuable, it's everything. Your focus is the steering wheel of your life, and every notification, trending post, or algorithm is trying to hijack it. You're pulled in 1,000 directions before breakfast, then wonder why your mind feels scattered and your soul feels tired. Seneca said, if you are everywhere, you are nowhere. A divided mind can't create depth, it can't build excellence. It just survives on mental crumbs, never a full meal of purpose. Focus is your superpower, and like any power, it must be protected. That means ruthless elimination. Turn off the noise, mute the world, create sacred space for stillness, creation, and clarity. You don't need to hustle harder, you need to think sharper, to go deep instead of wide, to be intentional, not impulsive. 1 hour of true focus is worth more than 10 distracted days. When your mind is quiet, your priorities scream. When your attention is clear, your path reveals itself. Protect your attention like your future depends on it, because it does. Own your focus, or the world will own it for you. Rule number 5. Stop seeking approval. Craving approval is the invisible leash that keeps powerful people playing small. You dress for praise. You talk to please. You hesitate not because you're unsure, but because you're afraid of being misunderstood. And that fear? It's robbing you blind. Marcus Aurelius nailed it. We love ourselves more than others, yet we care more about their opinion than our own. Think about how backwards that is. You were born original, but you've spent years becoming a copy. For what? A few likes? A pat on the back? Applause that fades? Here's the brutal truth. If you need their permission to rise, they own your future. Approval feels good, but it costs too much. It costs authenticity, it costs peace, and worst of all, it costs progress. You don't need to be liked, you need to be real. You don't need to fit in, you need to stand out for the right reasons. Let them misunderstand you, let them doubt you. That's the tax of greatness. Walk your path boldly, not for validation, but because it's who you were born to be. When you stop needing applause, you finally start performing for the right audience, yourself. Rule number 6, let silence be your power. In a world addicted to noise, silence is a superpower. Everyone wants to be heard, but few have anything worth saying. Most people talk to fill space, prove something, or win approval. But the Stoic understands. Power doesn't speak it, listens, observes, calculates, and moves in silence. Epictetus said, "Let silence be your general rule." Why? Because silence is not the absence of thought, it's the presence of control. When you speak less, you reveal less. You become unpredictable. You conserve energy. You hear what others miss. In silence, your awareness sharpens and your focus deepens. And most importantly, your silence becomes a mirror. It reflects your strength. It unsettles the insecure. It separates the disciplined from the desperate. Not every insult needs a comeback. Not every conversation needs your opinion. Not every opportunity requires a broadcast. True confidence isn't loud, it's calm, composed, and strategic. Let your actions do the talking. Let your results echo in rooms your voice never entered. Say less, mean more. Silence isn't weakness, it's precision, it's power. It's what happens when your inner world is so solid, you don't need to prove anything to the outer one. Rule number 7, own your mistakes without shame or excuses. Everyone falls, everyone messes up. The difference between those who stay broken and those who rise stronger, one owns it, the other runs from it. In a world obsessed with blame, Stoicism teaches radical ownership. Seneca said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." That friction, those painful missteps, aren't your enemy, they're your sculptor. Stop covering your flaws with excuses. Stop sugarcoating the truth with reasons. You missed the mark? Own it. You sabotaged yourself? Say it. You let fear win? Admit it. But here's the key. Ownership is not about drowning in guilt. It's about rising in clarity. When you say, "Yes, that was on me," you take the wheel, you become cause and not effect. Avoiding responsibility might feel safe, but it builds a cagion you'll never grow beyond. Facing your failures, on the other hand, shatters illusions and sets you free. Every scar you carry is proof you tried. Let it remind you not of what you were, but of what you're becoming. Own your past, not to relive it, but to outgrow it. The moment you stop hiding, you start healing. Rule number 8. Discomfort is your teacher. Stop running from it. Most people pray for comfort. The Stoic prays for strength, because comfort never taught anyone anything but discomfort. Discomfort is a ruthless, honest teacher. It shows you who you are when the mask falls off. Epictetus wrote, "Don't hope events will turn out the way you want. Welcome them as they are. The storm isn't the problem. Your resistance to the storm is. Pain doesn't break you, it reveals you. And if you face it head on, it reshapes you." We've been trained to run from pain. Bored, scroll, sad, numb it, afraid, distract. But the things you run from today become the regrets that chase you tomorrow. Stop avoiding the tension. Sit in it. Breathe through it. Ask, what is this moment trying to teach me? Because every hard thing carries a lesson, a mirror, a chance to evolve. Growth doesn't come when it's easy. It comes when you're uncomfortable, unsure, even scared, but you keep going anyway. Discomfort isn't a curse, it's a doorway. Walk through it with courage, and you'll meet the strongest version of yourself on the other side. Rule number 9. Discipline is greater than motivation. Build it daily. Motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a system. And if you're relying on motivation to change your life, you're already losing. One day, you feel inspired, you hit the gym, eat clean, chase your goals. The next day, motivation disappears, and so do your standards. That's the trap. Epictetus reminds us, no man is free who is not master of himself. Freedom doesn't mean doing what you want when you want. Real freedom is having the strength to do what's necessary, especially when you don't feel like it. Discipline is boring, it's unglamorous, but it's bulletproof. It doesn't care if you're tired, distracted, or discouraged. Discipline shows up anyway. Set routines that serve you. Make habits non-negotiable. Build rituals that keep you grounded when life gets loud. You'll have bad days, you'll have doubts, but discipline is what carries you through the chaos. It's the bridge between goals and results, between vision and victory. You can suffer the pain of discipline now or the pain of regret later. Either way, pain is coming. Choose the one that builds you. Rule number 10. Live in alignment. Don't just preach it, be it. It's easy to say the right things. It's harder to live them. But Stoicism doesn't care about your words, it demands your alignment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." That's the challenge. Don't just talk about peace, practice it when chaos hits. Don't just post quotes about discipline, embody them when no one's watching. Don't just admire courage, stand in it when fear shows up. The greatest betrayal isn't to others, it's to yourself, when your values and your actions don't match. That gap between what you believe and what you do. That's where anxiety, doubt, and self-disrespect are born. Stop performing, stop pretending, live your philosophy, don't just quote it. Let your actions be the loudest thing about you. Every choice you make is either a step toward who you claim to be or a step away from it. Make them count. Don't wait for the perfect moment to start living in alignment. The strongest version of you is built in the now by what you choose to do next. Talk less, align more. That's how a Stoic lives. Conclusion. These rules aren't trends, they're timeless truths carved in the fires of adversity. They weren't meant to make you comfortable. They were made to forge you into something unshakable. Don't just watch this and move on. Choose one rule, apply it today. Then tomorrow, choose another. Stack them, live them. And one day, you'll look in the mirror and see someone you never thought possible. Fix your mind, fix your life. The Stoics gave us the map now. It's your turn to walk the path. If this sparked something in you, like the video, drop your favorite rule in the comments, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom turned into modern power.